Welcome back to the Daniel Thomas Show. And Tom, you got something for us today?
I do. Actually, it's a quiz. So the quiz question for you today is, what are the two most important words in a relationship?
Is it ouch? It's in my...
I think that's more than two words. Yeah.
Okay. Is that a no?
Anyway,
Anyways.
I was going to say, no. Let's try again.
Okay.
So, in a relationship, and I mean any kind of relationship, this doesn't have to be a dating relationship, even a relationship like this, I'm going to say it right now. Buddy, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you. And I think this is a lost art that people don't understand is you're actually acknowledging the other person and the value that they bring to you.
Do you know what's funny is you and I have had this forever.
Yeah.
That we'll do things for each other. We'll have dinner. Hey, and then we'll call and text and write each other the next day. You know, you helped me set up the studio and you did all that work, and it's like I constantly am thanking you.
Right.
Constantly am doing this. And you know, it's really weird. I'm blown away as I talk to more people about their situations, dating. I mean, man, oh man. I mean, it is just a lost art of communicating. It's a lost art of appreciation. And men, it seems like more men want this, you know, that they want to get to, let's get to the end. Let's hop in bed, you know, and we joke about this, but man, oh man, it's like, get to know this person. You're too old for this right now. And, you know, I mean, dude, we're just getting up there. And it's crazy, but we have friends and buddies and people we've known since we were 14 that live the same way they did then, you know, and it's crazy.
And really, the changes are minor in their actual personalities and so forth.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they're selfish people. But again, it's like I have family members I don't speak to because they don't appreciate me.
Right.
And we've talked about that. But the people, as they get to know me, and then as we get older, they're like, oh, well, they're not there. They're not nice about this. And it's something that I've really, you know, spread to my kids and family members. And it's funny, my niece got married and sent me a thank you note.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And she sent me a thank you note. Her husband's name is Nick. And the thank you note, which is our sense of humor, she says, I want to thank you for participating and joining us for the greatest day of Nick's life, which I just thought was... So I read it twice. I thought like our lives, and I said, no. She pinpointed
specifically
that
said
her
that was
husband
Nick's,
is the greatest thing ever. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. So
and you know what? Nick says thank you.
yes.
So
Nick's a good guy too.
And
I
Nick
like
is a good guy.
But
I think what we're talking about here is, you know, saying thank you is a simple expression of reminding people of their value. Whether it be somebody just holding the door for you, you know, service people, etc.
Gratitude. Yeah. So many people right now are hurting.
Yeah.
Financially, so many people have, you know, losses in their lives, whether it be relationships, relatives dying, sickness, just things that are in their family.
Finances going down the tubes,
jobs
going away. Yeah,
and I'm telling you, the one thing that I say is spread the love, man. Be kind to people. Let people know the simplest of gestures that are free are the best thing that you can do for people, because people need to hear more thank you. Right. And it is a lost form, to say the least. So, man, oh man, just be kind to people. And again, you know, from a dating standpoint, and you've seen this, it's like, oh, you know, you go to a party, you interact, everybody's having a good time, you're nice to everybody, and it's like, hey, who's that guy? Okay? Right. You know, introduce me to him. You get more of that than you do anything else. And for those of you that can't date, get yourself in social situations. All my friends, you know, the latest one was somebody that was like, I just can't find a date. I can't find these women online. Everything's a mess. And I'm like, what do you do? And the guy gets up, goes to work. I go to the gym Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I play, you know, golf on this day. It's like such a regimented scale, and he doesn't. You're around nobody. You're the people you work with you don't like. You don't like any of them. You've told me how much you hate your job, and you can't figure out why you can't meet any other women. You're not out there. You're not doing anything.
Well, it's like going and swimming in a lake and then going and swimming in the ocean. If you keep swimming in the lake, you're going to see the same trees. You're going to see
Absolutely.
the same everything. The ocean is huge. There's a ton of people out there. There's a ton of places to go. So, you do have to break out of the routine, and sometimes it's your comfort level. Let's be honest. Some people are just, especially men. I will be honest. I can be a creature of habit and do similar things day in and day out. But I know that that's not going to grow. That's not how I'm going to learn, expand my horizons.
Knowledge is everything, guys. But also, I'm telling you, gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation of people, from the woman that gives you your coffee to, like you said, somebody holding open the door, just people being kind. I recently went on a cruise, and it was just so great, but everybody was so nice and so kind. And good morning, sir. How are you today? And it was so fantastic because every single person you interacted with was there to wish you well and smile and how's your day going? And, the idea with this is just to spread some good cheer. And I'm telling you, you want to get more from people, you get invited to a meeting, call back and thank those people. Even that with business, I do that. Hey, thanks for the opportunity. And I've told you this. I have a friend who introduced me to another guy who's become a really good friend now, and his company's going public. And I said, listen, I want to be involved in this, but I want to look under the hood. I want to see how you guys do this and how you raise the money and go in the meetings. Like, oh, you would do that? Come out to Las Vegas when we have our next meeting and do this. And it's just so great. But calling those people that I met, the bankers and the people that raise money and the market makers, the people that sell the stock, the people that put together the documents, and thanking these people, I just really appreciate your knowledge. And wow, no one ever does this.
Right.
And the thing that blew me away, going back to the cruise ship, was you have to go, when you leave the boat, you have to have security when you go back in the boat. So bring your ID, bring your passport, and you have to get your picture taken when you leave the boat when you come back, so you're not, Tom is not Dan, you know what I mean? So it's not, there's no shenanigans. And I walked in, hey, how are you guys doing today? And they went like this, and the security go, it was 3 hours into this thing, and they go, you're the first person to ask us how we're doing, sir. And I said, really? That's terrible. And then again, then whenever I would run into these people, it was like, how are you? Oh, we're so good, so.
Well, I mean, we had the same situation last night when you took me to the baseball game, that, the ushers and the people that are, yes, they're paid. They're there. This is their job. But that doesn't mean that they're just non-human.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
absolutely.
Having a conversation with Steve last night, and joking around with him, it was like, look, I know you're working, but, you're standing there staring at us in between innings, thinking I'm going to run at the the dugout. I mean, come on.
Tackle Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, guys, thank you is such an important word that nobody uses. And I'm telling you, you want more from people, do things for free. I made more money and help people by helping people raise millions of dollars. And my daughter was talking about this medical conference, all these hacks with CrowdStrike. We used to run medical conferences, and to get in the industry, I would introduce people for free. And, you need manufacturing, what do you need?
Yeah.
And I would do that. And I'm telling you, I have friends for life now because of that, because they got things for free, and I solved problems that they would have had to spend tens of thousands, if not more, of money to solve.
Well, but there again, you're investing in them, and you're not looking at it as a, hey, what are you going to do for me? It's look,
spread goodwill, man.
We're helping make connections here, and at some point in time, who knows how that's going to help or hurt me. So
spread goodwill, baby.
Thank you.
See you soon. Thank you for being here. Email us at danielthomasshow@yahoo.com and comment and share the videos and all that stuff, because we love that too.
And thank you for doing all that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Tom.
No, thank you, Dan.
Okay, goodbye. So what do you think? Was that a great episode?
Did you see the last episode? Really? This one? I don't know.